Hello twin flames and welcome to your daily check-in for Sunday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. So before I even start with the cards today, they've given me lots and lots of channeled information. Lots of things, Ascension symptoms, information that's coming from heaven. So before I even pull the cards today, I want to do an intuitive reading. So as Ralph Smart says, we've got a whole lot to talk about. There's lots and lots going on. Now, you're going to be feeling this very intensely because of the full moon. And the full moon is a hunter's moon. And that full moon means that we are gathering information, gathering all the things that we need to process to be able to move forward, not just towards union and to being together for mission and purpose with our twin, but also for our life itself, for the reason we've come. So when we go through changes, shifts, when we're understanding energy, when things are flowing, our body will respond to what's going on. So we can also experience physical changes as well as spiritual changes. We can experience emotional shifts and shifts in circumstances. And these can be shown to us through the physical self, what we experience in our body as Ascension, or in our outer world, what we see going on around us, what the universe is showing us so we can tap in and tune in with our higher self. So there's lots going on. The first thing I'm seeing right now is building work. If you're seeing building work around you, maybe you're even having building work or some kind of renovations within your own house or around you in your neighborhood, that's about shifts. And it's really powerful. You know, when I first moved into this house, we had building work going on next door but one. Then that finished and they started renovating the house next door. That's still up for sale. And that took months and months. Before we moved into this house, there was renovations going on in the street where we lived before. It's like the universe is showing you can't get away from it. There's lots of shifts taking place. And there's been a bit of a pause in that. And I know so many of you have been seeing building work and you may have been seeing things going on. But if you've also noticed there's been a bit of a lapse in that or a pause and then suddenly you're seeing it all happening again, or there's roadworks around, or you're seeing builders everywhere, it's a big sign of shifts. And it's really powerful with this full moon because this full moon is about stability. It's the full moon in Taurus, it's a partial lunar eclipse, it's powerful. And it means we're creating things for our future. And we may have a hunger for that. So you may find that you're very hungry or you're experiencing digestive issues. Now, I'm going to go into this in more detail because this will be affecting the divine masculines and the divine feminines in different ways. But I feel that with this full moon, all twins are going to be affected by this. Either yesterday, today, tomorrow, Tuesday. As we move into November, you're going to be feeling some kind of shift within the body, or you're going to be noticing something going on around you. So the message coming through from Archangel Raphael is, and he's the healing angel, whatever's happening, allow it to run its course. And that can be the same thing with if you're stuck in traffic, or if there's a building work going on and it's affecting you, maybe it's stopping you from doing some work, or it's affecting your mind and you're feeling pressured. Allow it to run its course. And it's the same with anything you're going through physically. And I'm going to go into a lot of physical things during this reading today. So this is going to be quite a long reading. I'm also going to bring in lots and lots of cards so we can connect with the energies and see what's going on. But if you're going through something physically, and I'm getting for the divine feminines a lot of stomach issues, which I'm going to talk about in detail, allow it to run its course. So if you're going through something, if you're in pain or if you're on the toilet or things are happening, just allow it to run its course. Now, obviously, I'm not a medical professional. So if you are going through something and it's scaring you a little bit, and you've called on the angels, and you find that that may not be taking the pain away, or you want to know what's going on, then obviously seek medical attention or speak to a professional, go and see your doctor. Do something that makes you feel at peace. But if you call on the angels and you allow it to run its course, then it's going to move through your body quicker. So last night I was experiencing my own ascension, and one of my gifts as a channeler, as an empath, as a medium, a psychic, a spiritual empath, as an angel therapist, the angels have given me the gift of channeling physical things. And sometimes it can be very hard for me to go through these things too, because I experience them firsthand. But the angels say to me, Liz, if you can't experience it firsthand, how can you talk about it firsthand? And it's the same thing with anything you go through. You may think, why am I going through this separation? Or why am I going through this change or this difficulty? But by going through it and experiencing it firsthand, you're then able to talk about it from that perspective. That means you're able to empathize with people because you've been there. You're able to talk about it because you've experienced it and you understand it. That's why we go through certain things as spiritual beings having this human experience. That's why as light workers, we have to allow things to run their course and breathe and connect with heaven to be able to experience and get through what we go through. Because we realize on this journey what warriors we are, not just as twin flames, but as spiritual beings, light workers, empaths, starseeds. It's the whole reason we've come. So this full moon is bringing in ascension symptoms and physical shifts. So you just may be feeling a little off. Now, this moon may be affecting you more than other people. So you could be experiencing mild ascension symptoms at this time, or you could be experiencing high, intense, severe ascension at this time. Now, they've shown me quite severe ascension, but you may even be experiencing this more than me. So luckily, when I'm doing a reading, once I've channeled the symptoms and expressed them and shared them, then the angels take those symptoms away. So I'm sure this is going to clear up with me. I was experiencing this last night, so I can talk about it today. But the angels were very clear, allow it to run its course, because when I was going through this last night, the first thing I do when I'm going through anything physically is call on the power of Archangel Raphael and the power of Jesus to come in as a team to help. And I always pull cards and see what's going on. And these are the cards that came out. And these are the cards I've been guided to share. So whatever you're going through physically, and we're going to talk about this, look at all these cards coming out. You may be experiencing one of these symptoms or all of these symptoms. But whatever it is you're going through, allow it to run its course. And remember that your body loves you. When you feel love, not fear, you can handle anything that's going on. You know that you are safe, and you just may need to have a little bit of a time off. So maybe you're feeling it, maybe you're tired, you're feeling drained, you need a day off work, or you need just time for you. Maybe you feel like you need time off from this journey. You're constantly stressed out or overgiving or trying or just feeling depleted and drained. That means you need some form of time off. And sometimes our body will give us something to experience physically, so we're able to have that time off, because when we're going through something physically, we don't care about work, we don't care about anything else. We don't even care about what's going on with our twin, because we are trying to get better. So if you find you're going through something, you're like, where's this come from? I don't understand why I'm experiencing this. You just may need a little break. And yes, you will heal. So if you're panicking about it or worrying about it, give it to heaven. Because Archangel Raphael is saying, yes, you will heal from this. It will get better, because health is your birthright. So remember that whatever you're going through today, allow it to run its course. And we're going to talk about this. Now, let's talk about the masculines first of all, because, if you're connecting with your masculine very powerfully right now, then you're going to be experiencing certain things that they are experiencing. Now, they may well be experiencing the other things as well, because I've got very clear today masculine symptoms and feminine symptoms. But if you're preparing for union and you're aligning with both energies, you're experiencing your own masculine energy as well as your own feminine energy. That means your masculine is experiencing the same. That means they are experiencing their own feminine energy as well as their own masculine energy. So it's well that you could be experiencing one of these symptoms or all of them. You may be experiencing them directly, or you just may be sensing that your masculine is going through these things. Or maybe they've made it aware or known on social media they're going through something right now. But whatever it is, breathe, don't panic or stress about what they are going through. Call on the angels and allow it to run its course. And that's the same with anything you go through, like separation. You have to allow it to run its course, because there's a reason for it. There's a reason to clear things up, to release the past, to prepare and create a way. There's a reason why it occurs. So allow it to run its course. So the first thing I'm getting with the masculines is back pain. Now, I spoke about this very powerfully, before the full moon. We spoke about back pain, whether it's, lower back, upper back, or middle back. So if you find the video with the thumbnail with the back on it, you're going to understand that, because even though they give me back pain, it's not what I'm connecting with today. But I feel some of you could still be experiencing back pain, and that video will help you to understand. And if you're going through anything today that I aren't talking about on this reading, if you go to my events and card decks playlist, you'll find the walkthrough for Twin Flames Ascension Oracle. And I created this deck channel with Archangel Raphael to talk about all the symptoms we go through on this journey as a twin flame, as our ascension, and how we can heal them, what we go through, why, and how we can heal them. So the first big thing I'm getting today for the masculines is toes. Now, when we have issues with the feet or the toes, it can be connected with minor fears around the future. So we have to trust that we are safe. Our future is safe. We are guided and protected. Now, me and George actually went to Alton Towers theme park on Monday. And we were walking around all day. And on Tuesday, George had the worst blisters ever. He got blisters. And I felt like that was a huge sign of a masculine ascension symptom. And the angel showed me that on my own foot, because on my own toe, one of my own toes, I only noticed it today. There's a little cut and abrasion on there. Again, maybe from walking around there, I hadn't noticed before. So if you're experiencing blisters or cuts, knocks, abrasions, or anything to do with toes, it's to do with minor fears around the future. So maybe you're worrying about something a little bit. Now, this can be connected with your journey, or it could be about work. It could be about something else. Maybe you're starting to worry a little bit about Christmas time and the holidays. I've been picking up on that as well. And I talk about that in tomorrow's members reading. And just to let you know as well, if you are a member of the channel, there's a lot of good things coming up next week. And if you want to become a member of the channel, any level of membership, next week is a perfect time to do it. Because on Monday, I'm doing a live collaboration with our soul brother, Rob. We're going to be doing a Q&A, which will be available for all members, all levels, from 2 p.m. UK time. And we're going to be live for a few hours answering questions. And then on Tuesday, Halloween itself, I'm going to be sharing all the footage from Halloween, from mine and George's experience at Alton Towers for Halloween. All the footage, I've put all that together into a video, and it's going to be a long Halloween special. So if you're excited about that and you want to know more about that, or if you just want to see me and George, as a couple in union enjoying a day out, then any level of membership will have access to that on Tuesday. But on Monday's members video, which all angel family levels have, the Earth Angels don't have access to that. But, if you want to upgrade to Angel Family, you'll get access to that video. I talk all about the holidays and what the masculines are thinking about Christmas time and what they want to change. So I definitely feel they are experiencing fears around Christmas time, and they don't want to lose you, because if they stay where they are or they're not making changes till the new year, they're very afraid of losing you right now. But there is a win-win outcome forecast. We spoke about that today in the daily angel reading. Whatever's going on, whatever you're experiencing because of this full moon, whether you're feeling a little bit off or you're worried about things or you're going through severe high ascension, there will be a win-win. So you may also be experiencing finger issues. Now you can see my thumbnails broke again today. And the thumbs are about ego. The thumbs are connected with intellect, understanding things in a higher way. So when we have issues with our thumbs or our fingers, they represent the many different aspects of our lives and how we feel about that. For example, if you've got an issue with your ring finger, then that's connected with stability, relationships, marriage, things going on. So there's a lot going on with our fingers and thumbs. Our body speaks to us about so many things, and that's what's happening right now with this full moon. So if you're having finger issues, maybe you've cut your finger or you've cut your thumb or your nail's broken or you've hurt yourself, or maybe you've got burning. You may even have burning toes or pins and needle sensations. We need to be addressing areas that feel wrong or off balance, and that will heal cuts, knocks or abrasions. It will heal things. So if you've been experiencing things in your fingers, things need to be looked at in your life. Or you could well be experiencing this with your twin, because I feel this is more connected with the masculines right now than the feminines. So they are looking at areas of their life that feel wrong or off balance that needs to be healed. And that can be karmic situations, things connected with their job or finances, or maybe even a codependent behavior or an addiction or something else. So the masculines are also going through decisions. So if you're having any teeth and gum issues, decisions need to be made. Now, this could be something small like a little bit of burning pain, or it could be your filling falls out, or maybe you break a tooth, or you have to go and have some dental work done. But the worse the problem, the more back and forth energy is taking place. And the masculines are certainly back and forth in this journey, not just with you physically, coming to you, maybe going away again, coming to you again, going again, separation, in and out of contact, but also in their mind. Because one day they know what they want and they're very clear about it, and another day they may be struggling with it. So once the decision is made and finalised, the symptoms will settle down and heal. So if you've been to the dentist and maybe your dentist has said, oh, there's nothing wrong, it's Ascension. But if you go to the dentist and something has occurred, it can also be Ascension. It's a symptom of it. You know, when I was dealing with a catalyst, I lost one of my front teeth. I've got a plate in there because of all that back and forth energy over a 6-year period, because he was married. And it was crazy energy. So if you're going through teeth issues, gum issues, maybe a burning sensation in the mouth, that's the reason why. But I feel this is masculine energy right now. Decisions to be made. And as a divine feminine, you could even be experiencing these things because maybe you want to make changes in your life, like at work. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to do my job anymore. It's not serving me anymore. I want to do more spiritual work. And maybe there's fears around that because you may be afraid of making the change because you may have obligations or responsibilities. You may have children. You may be worried about paying the bills. There could be other things going on. So when you have issues with fingers, toes or teeth, it's always a sign that something is shifting and changing. And that can also bring in insomnia. It can bring in sleepless nights. It can bring in struggle because you've got a busy mind. You may be overthinking. And that may be creating the inability to relax and calm down. And obviously the masculines go through this a lot because they stress over the past and they feel guilty. And they go into regret about the way they've treated you and the things they've done. So the mind is busy and they can't calm down. So they may have a lack of sleep, which can also cause them to be irritable in their day-to-day life. It can cause them to be angry and rageful and lash out and say things they don't mean. So we can overcome this by using essential oils or using lavender in a relaxing bath or putting some lavender on the pillow, which always induce a calm and relaxing sleep. Or calling on the angels. And remember, if you're doing these things, it will also help your twin because you are one. But I'm definitely feeling the masculines affected by cuts and abrasions that may be on their fingers or their toes because of guilt. And this can also be connected with the back pain, the need to be punished for actions in the past, the need to forgive the self and heal. So definitely issues around the past, things they've done, things they want to change. Now, feminines, for you, I'm feeling different energies. Now, remember, this could be, again, you could be experiencing all of that and these too. But the big thing I'm connecting with today that the angels want me to share with you is stomach. If you're having stomach issues, if you're having stomach cramps, if you're having any issues with your stomach, it's connected with fear. Fear-based struggles that can cause gripping pain. The need to trust the gut more. And you may have discovered some kind of information because stomach cramps come in when we are digesting information that we may not like. So you may have had a shock recently about something connected with your twin. Or maybe you've had an epiphany about something and they give me a block in the throat. Maybe you've gone into separation or they may be ghosting you or blocking you. And it's caused an issue in the throat chakra. They're giving me that right now as I'm channeling this. So you're digesting information that you may not like. So when you have a stomach cramp, there's a need to release the fear because stomach is all connected with fear-based struggle. It can cause gripping pain. So when we go through fear, what do? We have to find faith. We have to trust in our gut instinct and believe in what we intuitively know. We have to go more with the flow. And this could definitely be connected with karmic relationships, karmic marriages. Maybe you're in a marriage yourself that you know you need to release, and it's causing you gripping pain because of the fear around the future, or the struggles or the minor fears affecting the toes. So the stomach is being affected right now by what's going on. And I do feel there's a lot of cramping taking place. Now, this could be connected with, you know, if you are a female divine feminine, or even a male divine feminine, because, you know, masculine energy comes in as well. But whether you are a guy or a gal, you may be experiencing this anyway. You know, it can be connected with the moon cycles, because moon cycles can also affect cycles. So if you're going through your period right now, or you're going through perimenopause like I am, or you're going through something, you know, your stomach could be cramping because of this. So it's not necessarily because you've eaten something dodgy, or, you know, there's some other reason. It could just be you going through a stomach cramp connected with your monthly cycle. But whatever it is, you have a need to release fear and struggle in exchange for peace. So it's always a sign that something needs to be released and we need to let go. Because when we accept, with acceptance, it will settle the stomach down. Now, stomach cramps are also connected with purging, releasing. Remember, we've spoke about releasing fear. And when we're digesting information, that information can come through and cause issues. So what they're really giving me as well as diarrhea. Now, we're human, okay? You might think, oh, I don't want to hear about diarrhea in this reading. But we are human. We're spiritual beings, but we have physical bodies. And our physical bodies go through things that are physical. We experience physical things because of what we go through. So when we have any form of release in this way, through diarrhea or loose stools or loose bowels, we're releasing toxins and negative beliefs. We're purging away any psychic attack. Now, you may feel that you're being attacked psychically by a karmic partner. You may feel someone is sending something to you. And I really experienced this yesterday in a coffee shop, because I was sitting in a coffee shop and there was a guy just looking at me. And all of a sudden, my drink just kind of moved by itself and it just exploded. You know, it's like all hot chocolate went over the side and there was no explanation for it. My table wasn't wobbly. I didn't knock it or anything like that. And I just had this real sense of I need to call on Archangel Michael for protection. And when we are spiritual beings, remember, we have light. We are the light. So people who may be operating in dark energy or in pain may be drawn to our light, and they may be trying to repel that light away. So it could come across as some form of psychic attack. And I feel I experienced that, and I feel that was also something that affected my physical self too. So, you know, it doesn't matter how spiritual you are or how switched on to these things you are. You know, if you're not shielding yourself properly, or if you're in a vulnerable moment, you may experience those things. So when we experience diarrhea, it's a release or a purging away of psychic attack. It's also the way we release fears of abandonment. So if you're experiencing that way, you're afraid of your masculine being with someone else forever, or maybe you're worried about Christmas time and the holidays, then you may be in these fears. Your inner child is crying out for attention. And when your inner child cries out for attention, we crave warmth, love and romance, so we can go cold. So if you've been having diarrhea, or maybe your stomach's been hurting, you've been having hot and cold shivers, or you've been having, you know, that kind of heat and then cold, like fever energy, there's a craving of warmth, love and romance. So you may have bitter thoughts around things. You may be feeling betrayed or scorned. You create inner warmth through gratitude, forgiveness and self-love. And that's what we've got here. So forgiveness of betrayal, letting go of what needs to go. So if you've had a shock recently, or you've seen something on social media you don't like, or something has come in that way, then you may be releasing it through having bouts of diarrhea. Now, I don't feel this is going to go on and on and on. It's not like, you know, a real bad bout of this. I feel it's like your body's going to release something and then you're going to feel better. But if you're feeling cold with this, then you need to give yourself love right now. Self-love is the key. Be grateful for things. Work on forgiveness. And if you're having fever and you're feeling very hot, you know, it's the desire. It's the fact that you're both burning with passion for each other. And there is a desire there that longs to be expressed. And that can also cause pain, fear, struggle. So if there's repressed desire because you both want each other intimately, it can also create anger and rage, and it burns deep within. So focus on peace. Now, I'm not actually getting vomiting with this. Some of you may though, because again, remember, you may be experiencing mild symptoms where you just feel a little bit off, nausea, feeling a bit dizzy, vertigo, or you may feel physically sick and you may need to throw up. But whatever you're going through, remember, let this work through your system. Let it pass naturally, let it run its course, as Raphael says. So vertigo is nausea and dizziness, and this can be caused by sudden changes. And I feel this is another reason why we may be seeing building work, because sudden movement creates a lack of direction, because we have to ask the angels for assistance. What do I do now? What way do I go? So the best thing to do if you're experiencing nausea or vertigo or dizziness, or maybe you've been vomiting, is to breathe. Use breath work and center yourself to gain clarity and peace, because your body is already releasing the negatives and toxic energies that you may have absorbed, and this may even be creating tiredness, because you may not be able to sleep because you're running in and out of the bathroom and you're feeling angry and tired, and then you're starting to feel all this pressure. So you may even get a headache or feel tension in the head, because head pressure is caused by inner noise and too much going on at once. So you may be stressing. Especially if you're on the loo, you may be stressing, you may be worrying. So again, you're being guided to slow down, because that will give you clarity. It will calm your mind, and we calm our mind through quiet time and isolation. So remember, there is a reason behind separation. There's a reason for their quiet times. Don't worry. And you may be aching for each other right now. I'm definitely feeling this in an intimate way. But if you're feeling the aches, again, it's this fever energy, hot and cold. You're aching for something. You're aching for someone. So you're aching for your twin, but you may be aching for change. You may be aching for a better job or a better situation. You may be aching to spend time with them. So give to yourself what you crave or need from another. Give to yourself. So if it's connected with work, start visualizing that you're living the life you want. You may not even know what type of work you want to do, what type of job you want to do, but visualize just enjoying it and having money in the bank and having time for your kids, or having time for you, or spending time with your twin. So any aches, pains, and again, this can affect cold and flu, because we're being prepared, we're being upgraded. Our body is being upgraded with Ascension so that we can see things in a more optimistic, more positive perspective. Spiritually based mindset. We're unplugging from society. When these things come in, you don't want to check your phone. You can't, you're too busy throwing up, or you're too busy on the loo, or you're too busy dealing with what you're going through. So you're able to unplug from what's going on social media. You're able to let go of the programming and conditioning or negative beliefs or your 3D world. You're able to relax a bit more. So if you're feeling tired, maybe you're not experiencing any of these, but you may just be tired. You may be feeling overworked, frustrated, bored. You may be fed up and you need time off. You need a rest from what you're doing, whether that's your job or something else, maybe a project, a goal, or it may be from the journey itself. You just need to give back to you. So replenish yourself so you have more energy to plan new adventures. And there's plenty of new things coming in the new year. So if you're feeling heat, it's tension. It's desire. It's all reciprocated, by the way. Your twin feels it too. Now, I've also got another channel message coming through that's not going to resonate with everyone, but I am also feeling that pregnancy is possible at this time. Pregnancy is possible at this time, and that can be affecting you too. Okay, so if you're wanting to get pregnant, then there's a possibility it could happen right now with this moon cycle. Or if you're thinking about pregnancy in the future, maybe you're worried because you're thinking, is pregnancy a possibility for me because of my age or menopause or other things? The angels are asking you to let go, because with God, all things are possible. This may be what you're craving. You may be craving these things, because, and that's why the angel's saying, health is your birthright. So again, it's this energy of with God, all things are possible. It's your birthright to be happy. So if you want to be pregnant, if you want a child, then trust in God. Don't trust in doctors or what people say. Trust in your own intuition and heaven, because health is your birthright. So if you're craving that kind of stability, you may also be experiencing that in the physical body too. So there's a lot going on right now, as you can see. There's lots of changes taking place. So, and if you find that you're hot, with no temperature, maybe you're checking your temperature like I've been doing, because we can get panicky on this journey. We can stress out on this journey, and it's all normal it's because of this. It's because of the desire. It's all reciprocated. But when it can't be acted on, it can cause pain. So I really needed to get all of that out. So remember, if you are experiencing any of these physical things, health is your birthright. Remember that your body loves you. It's not going to do anything that you can't handle. You just may need to have a little bit of time off or break, and you will heal. But just allow it to run its course, whatever's going on. Allow it to run its course. So let's bring in some cards then about this day. And if you would like a personal reading with me, I am available right now. You can email me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. And if you would like to come and see me in London next year, I'm going to be in London for a whole live day event. It's going to be in person only. Then you've got the opportunity to connect with this. So tickets are available right now. You can check them out in the link in the description box below. So the cards I want to use today, I want to start with the Body Tarot to see if anything else is coming up. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around the Divine Feminines today? The energy around the Divine Feminine. The energy around the Divine Masculines. And, I'm also feeling as well, if you do have diarrhea or, you're releasing in that way, you're going to feel an intense hunger after because you're craving. So, it's not like you're going to be bedridden or you're going to be up the hospital. This is clearing itself out. Your body is purging things. So I also want to bring in, because of the full moon, the Moonology manifestation cards. Now, I am feeling this full moon is in full effect today. So even though it came in yesterday and you may have been experiencing this since Friday, this is the energy that's flowing in today. And if, maybe you're feeling good today, you're thinking, oh, I'm not experiencing any of these things, that's really good, okay? But just be aware, if anything does start coming into you, especially as you move into November, if you do start experiencing any of these things, try not to panic about it. Give it to heaven and focus on peace. But obviously, as I said, if anything is affecting you, if you are worrying about anything, then see a professional. The stomach cramps I was having last night were so bad, I was starting to panic a bit, thinking, oh, is it appendicitis? Is it anything else? And we do panic about these things, but the angels will keep you safe, okay? It may just be something needs to work through your body. We're going to bring in the Moonology cards for an energy around the feminine. Jump straight out. And cards sticking out here. The energy around the Divine Masculines right now. Jumping straight out. Wow. And the energy around the journey. The energy around the journey. The energy around the journey. Got a couple of cards coming out there. I also want to bring in the Mind cards. This is a game that I bought ages ago. And it's got lots of number sequences in here. So... well, can we have a number sequence, please, for the Divine Feminines today? There it is. A number sequence for the Divine Masculines today. And a number sequence for the journey. A number sequence for the journey. So a clear card for the journey. Quite a few cards just came out there. Cards here. And I'm going to bring in some more moon cards. So this is another deck. I actually got this free in a magazine. So the energy around the Divine Feminines today. I said it was going to be a long reading, guys, but I feel it needs to be as we prepare for a very powerful new week ahead. Okay, so I've got two cards coming out for the feminine. Energy around the Divine Masculines, again, two cards. And the energy around the journey, well, they are flying out today. And I'm going to bring in the Moon Magic cards as well. This is the Moon Magic. So an energy, please, angels, around the Divine Feminines today. And we've got one card there. An energy around the Divine Masculines, very clear coming out. Look at that. Wow, pointing towards something. And the energy around the journey. Wow, okay, let's begin then. So let's start today then with the masculine. Now look at this first of all. It's like the masculine is pointing towards the moon there. So I feel the masculine is even understanding that there are things going on with them that the moon is bringing in. So even if the masculines aren't aware of moon cycles, they are spiritual beings, and never underestimate them because they understand things more than you know. So this is the being pointed towards something. And also, if you are going through anything with stomach and you want to use a crystal to help, use tiger's eye. Use tiger's eye or angelite or something that connects you with the divine, something that protects you. So the masculine is saying, I'm assessing matters carefully and discerning wisely. So they know they have a choice, they know they have decisions to make, and that's what they are doing today. They are assessing things, they are assessing matters. And what they're giving me as well there is an abscess. So there may be a tooth abscess or there could be an abscess in the stomach. This could be connected with someone's masculine out there. I know it won't resonate with everyone, but there may be just that one person watching who needs that reassurance about that. So they are assessing things very carefully right now, and that's why they can be quiet. Now, from the body tarot, we've got windfall, 3 of metal. So this is really interesting because, again, we got that win-win outcome coming out in the daily angel reading. So I feel, again, this is showing you once they make the right changes, they're going to have a windfall. That means things are going to fall into place. They're going to receive everything they need. The windfall can be connected with money, but it's more about feeling good. It's about bringing things in. And again, we've got windfall. So I feel they may be full of winds. They may have lots of gas, so they may well be going to the toilet because they're releasing that to move forward. Now we've got the full moon bringing in power for the masculines with the Leo energy there. They want to go wild. They want to open up. They want to tell you how they feel. They want to be stronger in their life. And they also want to leave the past behind. And this is what they want to do, especially over the Christmas season, moving into the new year. They want to let this be that last karmic Christmas. They want to let things go. They want a new beginning. And right now they're being guided how to balance their spiritual stuff and their practicality, their 3D world. So they are really learning how to balance their masculine and feminine side. The full moon is bringing deep introspection in for them so they can go within. And we've got for the masculines a number 75. So 7 is about manifesting. 5 is about change. So they are manifesting change. So I'm reading these numbers intuitively. Now you may be connecting with that number in another way. You may Google the spiritual meaning. Maybe you've got a numbers book or you've got your own way of doing this. You could even see this as changes coming in between July and May. July just gone and May next year. But they are definitely being guided to nourish the self. There's a new beginning ahead or even a new life. It's maybe blooming. So the cow is a symbol of nourishment and they want to be around you, the divine feminine, because you nourish them in that way. So there's a new life. And again, new life, which can be connected with pregnancy, connected with creating a family. So the masculines know that they want a new beginning, a new life, and this is blooming now. So it's so important that we focus on unwavering faith and focus on the end result. So the masculines are moving into this energy where they're becoming prepared to make changes, to be adaptable. And if you've had any knee issues or leg issues, it's about being flexible and adaptable. So the masculines are becoming more prepared to be adaptable to change so they can make changes in an unexpected way. So this may even happen in an unexpected way. So you may be thinking, when's this going to happen? When are we going to be together? And things are going to happen in a very spontaneous way. So between now and the Sagittarius energy, just be prepared for anything. Be flexible, be adaptable to plans. If plans have to change, if the masculines make plans with you and then change those plans, don't get triggered or take it personally. Be flexible and adaptable. But they are showing you they're making changes. Now, for the feminine here, we've got, look at this. We've got the eclipse energy, which is coming in. So again, what I'm really feeling with this is things are turning around. Now look at this. I let go. I release. I'm within perfect possibility. Now that's really powerful because this is very much connected with the releasing I've spoken about, with the purging of the stomach, the diarrhea, these other symptoms. And that can bring darkness in around this moon. So we can feel dark energy around us. Maybe that's what I was talking about with psychic attack. So affirm, I let go. I release, I am within perfect possibility, which means anything is possible for you. Look at this dark moon, and we've got the dark moon here as well. Can you see that there? It says dark moon on the card. So the dark moon is reminding you of why things happen. You could see the darkness as the silence, the stillness, the separation, or dark thoughts, or dark things you're experiencing, physical things you're experiencing. So when you get this card, it's so important to spend time in contemplation and meditation. And it's really powerful as well because when I was doing my own cards last night, I also got the meditation card coming out to breathe, to calm your mind. So if you're going through Ascension or you're going through anything that's a struggle or anything you're trying to understand or process, then contemplate through meditation, breath work, going in nature, calming your energy down. In order to seek genuine and greater understanding of yourself and those around you, go within. We've also got the frog, which is a great symbol of things moving forward. Frogs jump, that leap of faith. So the path has been cleared for you to make a change that previously seemed unachievable. So again, this is really powerful, especially with that building work going on. If you've seen roadworks, or maybe you've seen people clearing leaves, or you've seen things going on where there's a way being made, the path is being cleared for you. Now, you may think, well, I'm not experiencing any of these things, but I actually want to renovate my house, or I want to clear the clutter, or I want to give some things to charity, or maybe you're tidying up and spring cleaning ready for the holidays, or, you're having a cleansing. You're going through some form of cleansing. And we've got the 49. So this is the angels protecting you on your spiritual path. Your path is changing. It's being cleared. And the angels are with you every step of the way. And look at this. We've got prosperity lies ahead. So again, whatever's going on right now, there's a win-win outcome forecast. And this is the Taurus energy which we're experiencing with this full moon. And as we move towards the new moon in November, which comes in on the 13th, it's a lucky time ahead. Your emotions may be running high right now because of the supermoon energy, because of the eclipse, because of other things. So your emotions are running high. That means your temperature could be high. Remember, even if it isn't showing as a temperature, you may feel hot, you may feel bothered. But a new start is on the way, Divine Feminine. A new start for you. And all you have to do is forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive your twin, forgive the situation. Remember, Father, forgive them, they don't know what they're doing. And also to remember that nothing can affect us without our own permission. So we also have to forgive ourselves for feeling vulnerable, for feeling foolish, for feeling hurt. Forgive yourself and let go. And that's going to bring in great achievement. So this is also a card of intention, connecting with the universe and asking for what you want. And look at this for the journey. Connect with the energy of this new moon. So I'm definitely feeling the full moon to the new moon, big things happening. It's all about how you respond to what's going on. Are you reacting or responding? Are you reacting in fear and letting things get to you and hurt you and knock you down and stress you? Or are you giving it to heaven? Are you praying about it, meditating, letting it run its course, breathing, remembering you are a spiritual being having a human experience? Are you responding with love? Are you seeing it in a higher way? And within the body, we've got worry. So again, the 9 of Wands, worry. They give me the word weed as well. So maybe someone's smoking weed or needing to release that. Or maybe you're doing that to try and calm yourself. And the angel's saying you don't need to use substances or other things. All you need to do is lighten up. You have the strength and power right now to lighten up. That means lighten the load. Give it to heaven. Call on the angels. And again, lighten up could also be very much about releasing heaviness, burdens, going the loo. You and your loved ones are safe. So whenever things are happening, whatever emotional things are going on, whatever your body's going through, you are safe and so is your twin. So don't let the past or anything that's happened hold you back. Now we've got 54, which is about changes. And again, these changes are protected. Everything you want to experience spiritually, all the things you're going through spiritually are manifesting things into form. Everything you're going through is giving you power. Okay, so I'm seeing there as 98, but it's 86. Okay, again, 86 there. So I'm seeing it as a spiritual pathway leading to new beginnings. So you must let go of worry. Don't manifest worry. Don't worry about changes. It's good. The ego hates change, but the soul is craving it. So 55, 555, maybe you look at the clock, it's 5:55. This is a sign of rapid change. And it's all happening to bring you together because you are one. You are one. So this moon is bringing in Leo energy. Now this is really powerful because yes, it's a full moon in Taurus. But I'm connecting with what's been going on since the Lion's Gate. And it's so important right now to guard against being self-centered or over-opinionated or pushy. It's so important we go with the flow. To let go. And the way we go with the flow is the cat, because the cat's coming in. Obviously, a lion is a big cat, but a cat's coming in to remind you of your own independence. When you make time to focus on you, on your own spiritual well-being, on your physical well-being, on your own goals, your own dreams, when you give to yourself everything you're craving from your twin, when you start getting the connection right with self and source, then you trust the metaphysical world around you. You connect with it, you understand it, you feel good about it. So you start realizing there's more to life than this. You start remembering who you are. And look at this, I've got angel bumps. Moon in Taurus, that's absolutely where we are. The moon in Taurus. Now is a time for focusing on finances and practical matters. So if you're worried about money, give it to heaven. Okay, you'll be okay. God is your source, not where your paycheck's coming from or the job that you do. God is your source. And when you trust in God, everything is given to you. So this moon is saying to you, be strong, be bold. Allow yourself to release and purge away anything that's not serving you and focus on peace. And that's going to bring in a victory. Look at this card that's moving on top of the deck there. A victory. Look at that. She's got her arm up. It's like you're going, yes, I can do this. I will be, they're giving me the word patient. I will be patient. I will persist. My will is strong. So as you're moving towards this new moon, you're remembering your own power. And when we go through anything physically or we go through anything that makes us question things, it's how we find our faith. And when we find faith, we realize how strong we are because we remember how strong the love is and the bond is and how strong our connection with the Creator is. And that's going to bring in that power where you'll say, I will persist, I will prevail. I am a warrior, I will be patient, I will live my life my way because I have the power to do it now. And that's what you need to know. So remember, anything you're going through, give it to heaven and have faith. And as I said, if you want to become a member, great time with the collaboration with Rob tomorrow, the Halloween special on Tuesday, and I am available for personal readings and tickets are on sale for my event. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Just let it run its course.